Hello everybody, we're back for some more Spongebob Squarepants. Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. I need to get my controller in order here because it is dangling off to the side a little bit. So, in this episode we got a few things that we gotta go take care of. Starting with gold spatulas. So there's 3 buttons up here.
Sometimes pushing a simple button is the most satisfying. Push, 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 push.
If we could actually get this up here, this would be real fine. That activates that, and we get to go up here. Whee! I have to remember how to play with the cruise bubble. I didn't mean to do that.
Wow, 6 pairs of underwear. I am one unbeatable sponge. Fresh like a spring breeze.
May I help you?
40,000 shiny objects to enter the theater. Yeah, so that's a thing. You know what's also a thing? Going into the chum bucket before we can go into the chum bucket.
They serve food here.
Flash! Authorities have confirmed that the robots running amok through Bikini
Okay.
Bottom are indeed coming from the chum bucket. Yes, right where you're standing. Plankton, owner of the chum bucket, and best known for the creation of robots whose sole purpose is to cause mayhem and destruction, has denied any involvement. And then stomp on your children! And stomp on your children's children! This has been a Bikini Bottom news flash.
Okay. So, the special extra thing.
It shines.
I don't know why there's fixed camera here, but there is. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to wall jump here.
Spongebob in control. The launch is a go.
I hate this version of the cruise bubble so much. Now we gotta go help Mr.Krabs out with something.
What's wrong, Mr. Krabs? You don't look so good.
You gotta help me, boy.
The Krusty Krab's been overrun by a bunch of them hoodlum robots here.
They've booted me out! And worse, they've got hold of me beautiful shiny objects!
Defiling the Krusty Krab? Is there no end to that evil? What are we going to do, Mr. Krabs?
We,
Meaning you are going to clear the robots out.
me back me restaurant, and most importantly, rescue me money!
Okay, so that's the mission.
Hello to my little bubble friend. Boy, Patrick will be glad to have this.
60 out of the 80 socks. And I believe there's one more. Yep. And that last sock is actually in the Krusty Krab.
I feel like I should be working. Time for a little sleepy sneak.
Whoa, why am I so low on health?
A new sponge. Fresh like a spring breeze.
We done?
Love opening presents.
What is all this distortion stuff? That is so weird. So you're gonna wonder, why am I doing all the breaking of the things? Same reason I did it in Squidward's house. There's a sock in here, and it's actually up in the crow's nest, so everything breakable, break it. And it'll show the sock when we get done. After this, we're gonna go to Jellyfish Fields for a few things. There we go. So, got the sock.
Patrick needs to do laundry.
There's a silly, ironic thing that I've realized after watching and playing SpongeBob stuff for the longest time. That's a crab trap. What this building is.
Phew. You had me worried there for a bit, boy.
It's a converted crab trap, and it's really funny.
Here, take this as your reward.
Yeah. Yay, 57. We get 3 more spatulas, we can actually go into the Flying Dutchman's graveyard. We can already go into the Kelp Forest, which is going to be the level focus for this, but we're going to make a quick run over the Jellyfish Fields. I'm trying to remember... I believe Drain the Lake is closest to where this specific sock is. And there's a bug in this area coming into it again after you've cleared it,
Fresh like a spring
where it takes the amount of the shiny objects from the clam that you pay in this area. So that's why my count got decreased.
new sponge.
Sort of weird, but it's only in this area from what I understand. Go away. What we need to go, or where we need to go, is up here. Get out of here.
Coming at ya.
So, for this sock, just break all 5 of these tikis with the cruise bubble.
Another find for me.
Yay. And now we can warp back to Patrick's Dilemma. And I believe... I never opened the box, but we can go grab Patrick from a bus stop. We can bring him back and we can go to Area 1. To get that Frosty Freezy thing. There we go.
I get it. Fresh like a spring breeze.
I feel like I'm back in episode 1 again.
Like a new sponge.
So we can go back over to that box. We can go back into Area 1. We can get that sock, then we can transform into SpongeBob again. Robot go boom indeed. Waha. Love you 3000. I can't wait for Avengers Doomsday, bud. It's so going to be, it's going to be a riot. How? And then it's going to be so good.
I don't think SpongeBob's underwear fits quite right. Ooh, good presents. Where's the whistle?
Apparently you can just chill on trees. Now, my question is, does it allow us to just do this? Does it turn us into SpongeBob? No, it doesn't. Alright, so I guess we can just go back over and transform into SpongeBob. Curious if Cosmic Shake is going to feel as finicky as this game does. Because again, I've never played that game to this point. Now we want to warp over to the start of this, and then we can get down to the bowling extra. There we go. Now, the original game actually automatically put you as SpongeBob for that warp, so it was a lot easier to get things going. Or at least I'm pretty sure it put you back. No, that's right, I need to be over here.
There's nothing like the smell of bubbles in the morning. Smells like victory.
It is based on where you were before. Okay. 64. So that's a full clear on Jellyfish Fields. Now we need to go to downtown Bikini Bottom. We need to go get this last spatula and the last sock. Can we, like, actually do this without having to go all the way around? Of course not. Well, let's go get our way. And we also need Sandy. Got it. So we get a 50 and we get the last sock. Very nice. So that's a full clear on all of these. Bikini Bottom's also full clear. Sand Mountain's good. Memory Layer's good. So there's 5 socks in Dream, 3 in Graveyard, and 7 in there. So 15. Let's do it. Kelp Forest, here we come. Now this is going to be a bit of a longer episode, I think. Let me quickly check time. It looks like we're about 17 minutes in thus far. Okay. So hopefully this won't take long, but this is one of the most obnoxious levels in the entire game. Might have served me better to do Dutchman's Graveyard.
Kelp Forest, an interesting area with many sights to see, for those that don't get hopelessly lost first.
Whee! Squeeze! In the original game, you were able to, like, really move up easily to that ledge, and it just breaks the entire level. There's still a really big sort of fix thing that I really prefer to do.
Pretty cat, take that terror in triplicate. Right.
Yay, they actually animated that sock. Yay.
Hey, you. Patrick needs to do laundry.
I missed. I don't even remember what I need to go up there for. I guess we gotta... Ugh, that's a rock.
Hi, Mrs. Puff. Driving class isn't out here today, is it?
No, SpongeBob.
Mm.
Why do you say that? Do you think we'd have class out here just to hide from you? How silly. I'm just, gathering twigs for the winter. Yes, that's it.
Oh, can I help? I have a merit badge in twig gathering.
Actually, you can help with something.
Oh, he is so clueless.
Students, campers off into the forest. Before the ranger arrives, someone needs to go out and find them.
I'll help you find them, Mrs. Puff. I'm the sponge for the job.
Thanks, SpongeBob. I'll make sure to give you a nice reward when you found all of them.
Fun fact, they are actually students.
Just my size.
And they are indeed hiding from SpongeBob.
Fresh like a spring breeze. SpongeBob to mission control. The launch is a go.
Now, for a good lot of this level, we are going to need Patrick's assistance.
You've just met the Sponginator. Solo Rama! I feel like a new sponge.
You're gonna stop that right now. Yay. So main goal of this place is collect the campers, get them back to this puff, and just be careful about doing so.
Fresh like a spring breeze.
And because this is the first level that you can really like get moving in 50 spatulas, it's also got the heaviest usage of the cruise bubble. Yeah. I'm curious if we can... No, slides off. Alright, that's one. Oh yeah, there's a sock up there. I'm gonna need to get that. We do need to be Patrick over here. The vines got longer. They got longer again. Alright, that's two. Sort of purposeful.
As long as these pins are square and this sponge is Bob, I will not let Bikini Bottom down. I feel like a new
Sweet.
sponge. Boy, Patrick will be glad to have this back.
Got it. Alright, so I think there's one or two more things to do in this area. That's already gotten.
Error in triplicate.
Bus stop is right down here. There's also a freezy fruit somewhere over here. Right there. Oh, the bus stop is all the way over there.
Here, boy. Here, boy.
Dude. Hit it. And then we were supposed to go over here. Right, that's right.
Up we go!
Whee!
How many of these do I have to carry?
Is there supposed to be something I need to hit? Or am I supposed to throw the fruit over here? Ah, I see. Just break already, Jesus.
Hey, my back feels better.
Gotta love waiting for inconsistent things to be actually, like, responsive.
Ooh, again!
So we come down here, there's another camper. Then we go all the way down here. Fruit. In the goo, please. And there's a sock right over here.
Oh, goody, another. That's much better.
I love wandering around in the first area for more than 10 minutes.
Clear as a whistle.
There's a really obnoxiously large toll in the next area. But I do believe, in an effort to speed things up, not that.
Particles.
Yeah, I agree with Patrick. Barnacles. With the stone tikis that we're going to be acquainted with here, if you're able to get 2 of them handy, you're able to climb on them. Wow. Okay. If I can even get over there.
Hi, Mr.Krabs.
What are you doing here?
Ahoy, Patrick! I'm trying to return 3 stone tikis to this pedestal so I can get to the kelp cave across that bridge. There could be customers in there. I saw 3 tikis scattered around this area, but me old brain couldn't figure out how to get them back up here.
Can I try?
Sure, why not? I need a good laugh. There's a golden spatula up there for
Spacing.
you to succeed.
Oh boy, Mr. Krabs. I'll see what I can do.
And right down here, there's actually a bus stop. And there's a funny hidden switch over here that's kind of out of the way. It's on the wall there. But hitting that vine becomes tall, so we can get over there with Patrick.
Take that!
Hard as a rock.
Ouch!
I believe even just being on one of these pedestals. Go away. Yeah, so with that, if we can get up here without this stupid nuisance, I'm pretty sure we're able to just get up here with a ledge jump. There's a specific spot that you need to get to. Wow, Tiki, the Tiki broke.
I pushed the big shiny button. How many of these do I have to carry?
I'm wasting my time on a speedrunning strat again. I love it. Yeah. Okay, finally remembered it. And because I'm annoyed enough to the point where I just... I'm just going to be one of those people that actually do this. So, Kelp Caves is the next thing that we need to do. Because of how the flags are, I don't believe... it actually gives the vine. Really? Why put a random robot there? Yeah, so I have the warp, but what we actually need to do is we need to pressurize those 3 tikis. Well, the tiki panels.
I don't think SpongeBob's underwear fits quite right.
Yay. There's also a spatula right down here. So what we need to do is obviously come down here. And yes, there are different timers for these freezy fruits. Some of them do 15 seconds, others do 20. I love arbitrary timers. Now, from the original game, there was supposed to be one of these leaves that were low enough to where you were able, or where you there was supposed to be a leaf that was able to be jumped to. But obviously these ones are not low enough to do that in this edition of the game. But at least we got another spatula.
Robot go boom.
Squeesh.
It's kind of hypnotic. Have you been lonely out there all alone? Ouch.
Why? Poomph. So the last one of these campers is actually in the kelp caves. I'm not sure if there's any more things this way. But I suppose. I think there might be like one sock, if anything, over here, but that's it. And no, it's not by the bungee jump.
Why is a whistle? So bright, so shiny.
Yeah, so actually weighing down all those tiki panels doesn't really take too long. But what we're actually jumping around on these leaves for is to see about getting over there. All right. I love suspending mid-air movement. So now we can get those other two tikis in place. Go away.
Hard as a rock.
Now there's at least a sock or two. I think there's two in the caves, and then there's at least one in the final zone. So there's our cutscene. We already got the spatula, but still just playing to play at this point. I think I'll do that bungee jump because things like to steal my shiny objects. Of course. Love it. Tartar sauce.
998, 999, 1000. Here I come!
At least this flag stays set after you get done.
Here, boy. Here, boy.
So with that bungee out of the way, let's go over here, break this thing again. And let's go into the kelp caves proper. First, let me do a time check. 40 minutes in. Hopefully we're about done with all this.
I could really use your help if if you had some time to spare.
Sure, Barnacle Boy, what do you need?
I'm trying to recover my lost energy crystals that power my new secret superhero power. It seems the robots have found my supply and have hidden them in this cave.
Secret superhero power? Oh, what's it do? What's it do? What's it do?
If I told you, it wouldn't be a secret, would it? Just trust me. It's worth finding these crystals. I'd go searching myself, but my bunions are acting up today.
Well, then you rest those super bones of yours. I'll get searching for these crystals.
Yeah, here's probably second worst, if not the actual worst part of this. I think the slide that's coming up after this, the kelp vines, is significantly worse because there's so much geography that's just like really hurting. Like visuals. The problem I take in the kelp caves here, it's all the backtracking to the bus stop. Because there's a lot of swapping between characters here. This level's by far the worst for the backtracking thing. If you got any quirks or issues with it, I would say avoid this level, but to get all the level spatulas, we have to do it, so... Okay, that's 2. Our last... excuse me. Our last camper is in this cave as well. So we gotta bring Patrick and we gotta get over there again. At least these camera angles were made.
Sometimes pushing a simple button is the most satisfying. Push, 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 push.
Push, 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 push.
Coming at ya.
Go away. Postmortem strike my backside. Go away.
Another find for that.
So, yeah, we only have one more. The last sock is, I believe it's up at the kelp slide, the kelp vines. There's just this one specific secret route. And if you take it, you'll get directed directly to the said thing.
Hard as a rock.
Well, that's weird. So there's a 50 and there's also an energy crystal up here. Bouncy, bouncy.
Oof. Hey, my back feels better.
So we are going to need to bring these stone tikis to new spots all over the place. So this one specifically opens up this, so that we can do more stuff.
I don't think SpongeBob's underwear fits quite right. Pretty sparkly thingy.
I think we have 3 of these stone diggies to work with. So once we get this crystal, we'll be able to bring this one with us. Or something else. But we gotta swap the SpongeBob in a moment.
Sure gotta carry a lot of stuff around.
Since we have 3 of these, I have to chuck this one over there in order to get this vine to show up. There we go. So now we gotta go find SpongeBob, which is up here. This area is sort of like Downtown Bikini Bottom on steroids, because it ends with you giving something back to Mrs. Puff.
SpongeBob to mission control. The launch is a go.
Come on. This is not the place. This might end up being the first hour-long episode of this, because I wanted to do all that extra stuff. And screw around unnecessarily. But our last camper's up here, as well as our 3rd tiki. So let's go grab Patrick once again. Get in the box. You know, in comparison, they really streamlined this level to be a lot less, like, problematic, I think. But it's still an absolute pain in the backside, and I don't like playing through it. But for the sake of the playthrough, it must be done. So let's go ahead and bring this last tiki up. And now, as long as we don't croak, these tikis will remain in place. So we can go ahead and fall down here, grab Spongebob one last time, get that last energy crystal, return to Barnacle Boy, then go out to the kelp vines. Let's go ahead and do exactly that, and we'll be on our way. The last crystal. And that is our last button in here. Alright. Now, as long as the kelp vines go okay as a slide, there's a time trial, or a time attack that we have to beat via Mermaid Man. As long as that goes nice, we get the sock out of there, we'll be able to clear up this final part of this level.
Barnacle Boy, I think I found all your crystals. Now I can see your secret superpower.
All right, stand back. Oh boy. There.
What happened?
I gained the power to trim my nose hairs at super speed.
Incredible.
Yeah, I guess so. Well then, I need to return to the Mermalair and get back to work. But here, take this golden spatula
And go away.
Of course, Barnacle Boy. I'm always happy to lend my services to my favorite superhero. If you ever run into trouble again, let me know.
Yeah, sure, kid. Thanks.
And goodbye.
And goodbye.
Yay. So we're going to be trying to get the special account in my head here. I think 66 is where we're going to end for this episode. And the next one we're going to go into the Flying Dutchman's Graveyard. That's going to be a fun level. I think there's one toll in there. Or a bungee dive. Ugh. Yeah. Can you see what I mean about the visuals being all polluted?
Hi, Mermaid Man. What are you doing here?
Oh, hello, Kyle.
Mm.
I was trying to find some of our missing energy crystals when I came across this vine. In my younger days, I held the all-time speed record for vine sliding. You should try it. What a hoot! And if you can beat my best time, I'll give you another of these gold spatulas.
Well, I am a bit busy with all these robots, but sure, why not? It does look like fun.
Try not to fall off.
Yeah, so I'm trying to remember the exact amount of time that we got in the original game. I want to say it was like a minute and 40 seconds.
I love opening presents.
But we have to be really careful. Because all these tight turns and all this pollution of my visuals is really gonna make this a lot more of a pain in the backside than it needs to be. And I already lost. That's nice.
Still haven't beaten my record yet. Perseverance is the key.
But you're the greatest superhero that ever lived. How could I, a simple sponge, topple your record?
Keep trying, youngster. Keep trying.
Yeah, we're gonna be here for a minute if this keeps up. I say a minute, but it's always significantly longer than that. I hate this for the sole reason that they added all this extra stuff. For the limitations of, like, the GameCube, it made sense that there wasn't a lot of geography that you had to go around. But here it is just insane how much they've added in.
Hey, you! Patrick needs to do laundry.
Oh my god. Thank God that's over. Hate this stupid slide.
That's some time you've gotten.
I guess you could say I had that course flipped.
I guess I owe you a reward. Take this golden spatula.
Thanks, Mermaid Man.
Thankfully, that's the last time trial slide that we have to do in this run. And now, because we have all the campers handy, let's go return to Mrs. Puff. And now that we're over here, that leaf grew out of the side of that spire, and we're good to go. So,
SpongeBob, there
next up is the Flying Dutchman's Graveyard.
have safely returned.
No problem, Mrs. Puff. Any self-respecting sponge would gladly help. And it was actually fun exploring the Kelp Forest.
You're not so bad when you aren't behind a wheel, SpongeBob. Thanks again.
Always glad to lend a hand, Mrs. Puff.
I found this golden spatula the other day.
Why don't you take it? You've definitely earned it.
Definitely earned it.
Wow, Mrs. Puff. I'll cherish it always.
I want to see if he'll do a silly idol in a sec here. Just because. Nope. That's not the one that I want. Not the one that I want. It's close to that, but no. Nope. Yes. Oh, surprise SpongeBob face. Okay, let's go back to Bikini Bottom. We got everything out of here, yes? 7 out of 7, 6 out of 6, and all 8. We are good to go for Dutchman's Graveyard. Oh no, there's 2 tolls in Dutchman's Graveyard. One is for a SpongeBob mission, and the other is for a bungee dive. And then in SpongeBob's Dream, there's a toll in front of one of the dreams, and then there's a toll in that dream. Toll in front of 2 other dreams, and that's it. Okay, I need to stop, like, thinking about things, but that'll do it for this episode of Spongebob Squarepants, about our Bikini Bottom. Stay tuned for the next one when we go into that 60 spatula deviously placed, well, place, known as the Flying Dutchman's Graveyard. Stay tuned for that, and I will guide you through it. So, with all that said and done, bye-bye. Hour long, yay!